Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Martin Dreyfus Show. I am saddened to be joining you in these ominous hours, but I feel like I owe both you and I the service of becoming educated as much as we can on this Ukraine-Russia issue before making any opinions. So over the next few hours, me and Sky will be releasing videos, just learning about the Russia-Ukraine situation, different news sources, different kinds of videos, some raw footage of bombing, just to get a whole picture of what's going on. And then at the end of the night, we will give you kind of just a full thought breakdown on where we stand in each issue. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get into this.
These are among the darkest hours for Europe since the end of World War II.
Breaking news right now, Russia has attacked Ukraine, marking the start of a new war in Eastern Europe. An advisor to Ukraine's president says that about 40 people have been killed so far.
Our Tony Cabrera is live in the newsroom following the latest developments out of the Ukraine. Tony, what's the latest?
Well, Leslie, Brandy, Ukraine's border service says Russian troops are attacking from the north, south, and east. It's an attack that involves artillery, tanks, and small arms that have killed at least 40 people and left several dozens injured. And here's a live look from a square in central Kiev, the capital of Ukraine, where it looks like a ghost town there. It's the middle of the afternoon where the streets would normally have a hustle and bustle to it. We do see some smoke in the distance now.
I don't feel like I see any streets there, and based on a couple other reports we saw, I don't know how accurate that is, but
Earlier this morning, sirens helped alert people of the attack. Since then, people have been trying to escape the violence. Video here showing long lines of cars on a main highway leading out of Kiev, where there are reports of explosions happening throughout the morning. Ukraine's president says they've introduced martial law and have given weapons to everyone who's able to defend their country. Here's what he said in a video message overnight.
Today, Russia began an attack on Ukraine. Putin began war against Ukraine, against the entire democratic world. He wants to destroy my country, our country, everything we've been building, everything we are living for.
New video into our new...
I really still don't know how to sympathize with these people, just because it's such an extreme life or death situation. I think it would be ignorant for me to try to. However, I feel as though it is dangerous and reckless for the Ukrainian president and the world to be declaring this a war on democracy when there's still a lot of lack of information, and definitely a lack of proof that this would go past Ukraine. So a lot of these accusations on Russia are leading to very strong social media fires and could be leading to a very, very dangerous game without enough information to play.
Newsroom shows some of the aftermath with buildings blown out. Meanwhile, here in the U.S., President Biden has condemned what he called an unprovoked and unjustified attack by Russian military forces. He says he spoke with the Ukrainian president last night to tell him how the U.S. is rallying international support, including the UN Security Council. Biden's expected to meet with G7 leaders at 6 a.m. our time, then will address the country, likely announcing sanctions against Russia. Russian President Vladimir Putin has called on Ukrainian soldiers to lay down their arms and go home. He also warned outside countries not to interfere. A senior Pentagon official telling ABC News this could be the end of peace on the European continent for a long time to come. Hello.
That scares the hell out of me. And I ain't even in Europe. Again, there's no proof that this goes beyond Ukraine. There's no proof, to my knowledge, that this is a war on democracy. It's tragic, it's heart-wrenching, and I get chills every time I see that mushroom cloud in the night sky. But the way both media and specifically world leaders are fueling this fire is what scares me more than the invasion itself. And I'm not really interested in seeing how this unfolds, but none of us really have a choice, so stay tuned for more information.